Hey, how's it going? Today I'm doing a brief 4-minute video on two of the new Incarnon weapons, but the star of the show here is going to be the Laetum, probably the most overpowered weapon DE has ever released, and I do not say that lightly. Sure, content has gotten significantly harder since Maiming Strike was meta, but I would argue this is just as broken and just as boring. So to start us off here, we're going to be using the Laetum against level 155 Eximus Noxes, and in this first clip, we'll be butchering these fellows with little to no external buffing. And they are melting. 2 to 4 shot kills are nothing to scoff at, but we're just getting started. We haven't added its disgustingly broken interaction with Xata's Whisper yet, and when I say disgustingly broken, I mean it. So grab your barf bags, because these 2 to 4 shots are going to turn into 1 to 2 shots. Now you may have noticed that I'm using a viral heat build on this, and you may be thinking, is this weapon a status weapon? Well, yes and no. I use it as its own primer, which is what makes the one-shots in these clips even more impressive. Using Galvanized Shot against an enemy with full HP and no status procs present is absolutely a waste, but it essentially guarantees a 2-shot kill even when you're going later into an endless steel path mission. The way I see it is, the Laetum has so much damage that it doesn't exactly need a primer for content, up to about level 1000 in Steel Path, and if you're making it that far, you're probably going to level cap, and you'll be using builds for that. That's not to say this weapon falls off, it's just that when you're going up to level 1000 in Steel Path, you start completely stripping enemy armor, and at that point your priorities change. For me to dot them to death, I'm just better off overstripping their armor and using a slash weapon. This demonstration with the Phenmor featured a poorly rolled Riven and Xata's Whisper in the second half there. You can see the difference is astonishing. Going from 5 to 9 shot kills to 3 to 4, 2 to 4, it's just disturbing. And following this clip, we have a Void Angel getting, turned into a slimy substance that you could step in like a puddle. And I'm just going to let this clip speak for itself. The damage is disturbing.
The angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop it.
The build that I have on my Warframe is just a tanky Gara build that has Xata's Whisper subsumed onto it. Turning bulky enemies into paste is one of my favorite things to do, and the Laetum does it faster than anything I've ever seen. So I would appreciate it a lot if you ignore my whiffed shots and just think instead about how much better this weapon would be in your hands. Also, here we have an Acolyte spawning in the same mission, and I will be turning him into paste as well. Absolutely easy kill, turning him into liquid in a matter of like 7 or 8 shots. After his shields were down, of course. And in this final clip here, we have an outtake of Ninja Cat giving me a crit buff when this weapon has anti-synergy with critical hits, so enjoy that. And finally, we're going to summarize. In conclusion, the only reason not to use this broken combo is because it is too strong and can make hard enemies seem trivial. I'm sure there are many builds that are better than mine, but as long as it gets the job done, nobody can blame you. So feel free to theorycraft and find more ways to make my build better. Leave any feedback in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.